I said this is a catchy hook. This hook that's in my head to get you off my mind. I wrote these words instead. I said this is a catchy hook. This hook that's in my head to get you off my mind. I wrote these words instead. I said this is a catchy hook. No problem, you bottom, we got 'em sick of whistling between my teeth.
Kicking it at the beautiful Born Into Royalty Studios.
It's geotag for y'all.
Geotag. Got the homie King Carnival around here with us. We're not going to, he's not on the show today, but today we're going to talk about the NBA. The season has just started. We got a fresh, nice new season. A bunch of moves were made in the off season. We talked about LeBron coming home and all that already. So now we're going to talk about what has surprised you about the early on in the season going on. It's open discussion. Y'all can just jump in when you feel like jumping in. What's been a surprise for y'all?
The early goings on.
Yeah.
Memphis still undefeated.
Memphis still undefeated.
Memphis still undefeated. They tough. Popovich on that bullshit again. Not playing his star on national TV. So therefore, Houston is undefeated too. The Lakers ain't shit.
Ever. They ain't never shit.
Was that a surprise for you? Or did you expect them to be garbage?
I thought they was gonna do a little something. They just terrible, man. They just like sucky, man. Long time.
What can we get for $10? Forever.
Like, man, and Kobe's still talking shit in the court too.
Clippers is the team of LA, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Golden State look good.
I would say a surprise is definitely that for me is that Memphis team. You know, I already know they're good, but I know they're going to look as dominant as they have looked. You know, I wasn't going to say the Timberwolves are a surprise, but I'm not surprised. I thought coming into the year they're going to be more athletic and more. They're going to have to be defensive minded because they're a young team. But they've held their own with teams like, they barely lost to Memphis, who's undefeated. We already mentioned that. They beat the Nets in Brooklyn. They barely lost to the Bulls. So the Bulls, they're going to win some games that they're not supposed to win. So I'm not going to say it's a surprise because I already thought that was going to happen. I'd say the big surprise, another surprise, is how quickly Anthony Davis has matured and developed into he might be like the most dominant big man. I mean, I think he'd put Dwight Howard to sleep. I honestly think with his length and his athleticism, I think he's faster than Dwight Howard. I think he's better than Dwight Howard right now.
I ain't surprised by Anthony Davis because if you like me and you had him on your fantasy team last year, you would know his capability.
Oh, I didn't have that. Okay? I didn't have that benefit.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But I knew he was going to be good, but I just didn't know he's.
I knew he,
9 blocks the first game.
The first game.
9 blocks.
The first game.
Oh, y'all talking about the eyebrow.
Yeah, the unibrow. Yeah,
the unibrow. Yeah, the boy go hard in the paint.
I knew he was going to be good. I just didn't. I was surprised that he went number 2 in fantasy.
He was ranked number 2 right under LeBron in average draft position, ADP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it look like the East is gonna be. It's gonna be some under 500 teams making the playoffs in the East.
That's what it always is.
Yeah, it's always.
Been that way for some years.
Since the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the biggest surprise so far is the injuries, with especially with Westbrook and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's a big surprise.
That really surprised me.
Game 2, Westbrook. Finally get the chance to hold the torch.
Yeah, but he went down. And then how early before the 2 superstars in Cleveland are already arguing and beefing with each other after 5 games.
They are?
Yeah.
That's what the media say. I don't believe it. I believe
So LeBron and Kevin Love butting heads already?
No, Kyrie Irving.
And LeBron?
I think
That's
that's
not LeBron.
constructive criticism. Iron sharpens iron. They just sharpen each other up, you know what I'm saying, for greatness. So.
But Brown did say that he ain't never played with a point guard like that.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't.
He's never had
all the point guards always gave him the ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this is a different point guard.
He's a different one. He's the most shooting point guard in the NBA. And I don't even watch the NBA.
Even more than Westbrook, huh?
Even more than Westbrook per minutes or
I
whatever.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
He's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
what surprised me about
Well, he had to do it last year. He had nobody else on the team.
You know, Deion Waiters is the second best player.
Yeah, he had to do it. He had to win games for him.
But I was surprised that he did not get one assist in one game.
Oh, that one game?
Yeah.
He had 32 points.
30 points, but no assists.
No assist.
That's lying.
No point. I've never heard of a point guard who did not
That's
get at least one
Kyrie
assist.
Irving?
Yes,
That's
Kyrie
lying.
Irving.
That's lying.
0.
That's selfishness.
When you're a point guard, you're supposed to dish.
If you're a point guard and you have no assists, you should have, that 30 should have been 50. That 30 should have been 50. All the times you should have passed that shit.
I mean, now I see why him and Deion Waiters didn't get along. If he played like that, I mean, you know.
Yeah, he'll shoot first. He'll shoot first point guard.
So,
See, whereas Westbrook, he's actually trying to get triple doubles, you know, and do that. He's actually trying to help the team out in every aspect: steals, rebounds, and all that.
right.
And assists. That's what a point guard does. Ricky Rubio, sit your ass down. It's my surprise is Mr. Zach LaVine.
He looked nice yesterday.
Just wait. Because Ricky Rubio, I think, is done for
They
at
threw
least
him a
4
lob.
months.
They threw him a lob underneath the basket right behind this big dude, and he jumped up and got it.
My boy has a 46-inch vertical, man. 6'6", wiry. You know, looks just like Tino. What's up, cousin? And he's just, hey. Man, the dude is good, man. Seeing you need an injury, like I was telling these cats, you need an injury for the next guy to come in. And it's next man up. So Ricky's misfortune is Zach LaVine's opportunity.
You know who's looking tougher in the East than I thought they was going to look is Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, they're doing it.
Kemba Walker.
They've only lost one
I think
game.
they've only lost one game. Kemba Walker, Al Jefferson,
And
and
they're
Stevenson down there is distributing the ball, and he's getting boards.
And whispering in people's ears.
Yeah.
Sweet nothing. So what's up?
I mean, he made that winning shot in that double overtime.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're showing some toughness that I didn't expect. I thought they were already a playoff team last year, but they just seemed like they stepped it up a
Pick
notch.
up from he a glue man. He gonna glue it all together, man.
And triple digits. They're scoring
He's a
100 points.
He's a triple double threat every night.
Oh, he led the league in triple doubles last year.
Every night. Like Oscar Robertson, reborn.
It brings me back, oh, to all the times you needed space. It brings me back, oh, to all the lies seen on your face, and how I thought I'd be the one to fix up all the shit you've done. It brings me back, oh, it brings me back.
Yeah, this bit's nasty in effect, you heard? Put it like this. I'm having a bad fantasy year. One of them ones you would like to make disappear, you heard? So I gotta do it like this. I gotta make my picks count. So let's see, I'm gonna go over here to this magic paper. I'm gonna read off here. First of all, we got Baltimore going on the road, smashing them punk-ass New Orleans Aints. We got them weird-ass 49ers doing their thing. St. Louis doing their thing. Got Tampa Bay in the motherfucking house. And we have New England busting the Lions' head wide open to the motherfucking white meat. Fuck you. How about that?
Welcome to First. I hope you've been enjoying the picks up to this point. I didn't enjoy the picks last week. I got my ass kicked. I got one like 5 and 8. 5. It don't matter. I got the L. I don't know which side you're looking at the shit from on counting the camera. L on this shit last week. It sucks. In fact, I think the whole crew took an L last week. You know, but I'm not going to dwell on the past. Let's talk about the present. And let's talk about Roger Goodell being a bitch. Okay. That doesn't even begin to cover what Roger Goodell is. Roger Goodell is what we like to refer to as a bitch's bitch. You know, that's why I got this music playing in the background, Roger. Because you are what we call a bitch's bitch. You are the bitch of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? What you did to Adrian Peterson this week is ridiculous. You act for real like you've never done anything wrong ever in your life, and you're just the ultimate judge. You know, to be a bitch's bitch, Roger. Let's take a close look at the word. To be a bitch, you have to be at the bottom of the barrel. But when you are a bitch's bitch like yourself, Roger, you aren't even at the bottom of the barrel. You are on the underneath side of the barrel that collects all the gunk and nasty shit all at the bottom of the barrel. You know, rats might be taking the shit down there. Whatever. That's what you are, Roger Goodell. I'm just saying. You know, Adrian Peterson, now obviously he needs some counseling, but you've gone overboard with your far-reaching hand once again. I hope, well, I'm not going to tell you what I hope. Anyways, we can move on to the picks this week, because I'm not in a good mood. You ruined Adrian Peterson's career. You and the rest of the NFL brass, whoever you got back there with you, the cats that ain't in front of the camera. But, on to this week's picks, punk-ass Roger. We're going to go with the Chiefs, 32 over Oakland, 18. We go with the Browns, 33 over the Falcons, 24. The Eagles, 27 over the Titans, 21. Patriots, 30 over the Lions, 23. The Vikings, yes, the Vikings over the punk-ass Packers, 26-25. I'll never pick the Packers over the Vikings. I told you that before. And we got a decent D. Whatever. Maybe Aaron Rodgers gets an ACL this week. Go to sleep. Anyways, we're going to go with the Colts, 35 over the Jaguars, 17. The Bears, 34 over the Bucks, 20. We're going to go the Bucks, 30. We're going to go with the Bills, 31 over the Jets, 28. The Texans, 28 over the Bengals, 25. We're going to take the Seahawks, 27 over the Cardinals, 23. The Chargers, 27 over the Rams, 17. Broncos, 30 over the Dolphins, 27. 49ers, 36 over the Washington Races, 24. We're going to take the Cowboys, 28 over the Giants, 24. It's going to be closer than y'all think. And finally, we're going to take the Saints, 33 over the Ravens, 26. And like I said, Goodell, you are nothing but a bitch's bitch. Go to sleep. Hope you get fired. Peace. What's the thing y'all expected to see that it seems like it's happening?
I expected the Lakers to be terrible. And I expected the Cleveland to struggle early.
Me too. You know, that's the same thing that happened with Miami. You know, I think right around December they're going to start gelling together. Everybody's going to know where they shoot, when to shoot, when to pass, where everybody is on the floor, how to space everybody out. I think they're going to start out probably 10-10. Just like Miami did that first year, like 9-9 or whatever it was. And, you know, they're 500.
Sacramento's a surprise this year, too.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, they only lost one game so far, too.
Yeah, they did beat Portland, I think, a little while back.
Boogie's working, and he had like 31 points in one game.
Rudy?
DeMarcus Cousins, yeah.
Both of them.
Oh, that's his nickname, Boogie?
Yeah.
Boogie. Nah, you are a big-ass nigga. That's not your nickname. You call him Mountain or something.
Maybe
Mountain. He reminds me of, like, who was that dude? He reminds me of a Black Mark Eaton. Except he's more athletic. He's way more athletic.
Black Mark Eaton.
He got the same Grizzly Adams type beard. Like, call that man.
Way down.
Monster Mark Eaton. Didn't he play for the, he played for the what, the Jazz?
Utah.
Yeah. Monster Mark Eaton.
Yeah. 7'4".
7'4".
You know, that's what you like, Boogie. What the hell? You ain't that cool, nigga. You ain't got no. I mean, usually I ain't seen no commercial with DeMarcus Cousins.
Nah, because he's a mean mother.
Exactly. That's not mean. Niggas don't even be called Boogie.
Let's call him Bear or something.
Hitman. Or something.
Killer.
I'd rather call you to the white meat.
To the white meat.
Just that's it. To the white meat. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Crap that shit up. Like an old ass 40.
The Grinch. That's the perfect moniker for DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus the Grinch Cousins.
Who did they got in Sacramento for point guard?
He always got a...
They got rid of Isaiah Thomas.
They picked up Collison, Darren Collison.
Yeah, Darren Collison, that's right, from Philly.
Yeah.
Okay. My boy from Kansas, right? Is he from Kansas?
Collison?
Kansas?
Yes, I think. No, he's from...
Kentucky?
No, he's from UCLA.
UCLA.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, West Side.
UCLA.
Fous le camp, les flics arrivent dans 5 minutes. Argent. Fous le camp, la petite américaine m'a dénoncé. Merde. Allez, viens. Non, moi je reste. Toi, tais-toi. Fais pas le con, grimpe là-dedans. Non, je reste. Oui, j'en ai marre.
Look at the stars, she says, her back